too much to keep arguing with you guys. You know what I mean? And I cried. I ain't gonna lie. I cried that day, you know. But it was tough. But these are the realities of when, like, business and this game, and you know, knew the dude since I was 5. But
right.
we ended up he ended up kind of like bowing out, and it was probably one of the better kind of like pieces, because he was the big man, you know, for going out like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, so then in the Arsonist, you know, things started continuing. Like, yeah, we bug out. We had a good time, but it was touchy where, you know, dudes are accusing here. You know, I was one of those guys where I needed a hotel room by myself, because we used to have to, sometimes it'd be all of us in one room.
Right.
Bro, after a while, when you're not, you know, it's not like we was getting treated amazingly. Like, we were living in vans, you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy.
Right.
But on a human level, like, you know, it's a challenge. So that's what happens, you know. Two of the individuals got into a fight at a in-store in Vancouver. And then that was kind of like when it got kind of real, because once again, we didn't have a senior who can be like, all right, fellas, hold on, let's deal with this the right way, let's talk, you know.
Right.
But and then I started kind of like, man, I gotta get focused and figure out my own thing. Like, you know, I had all these songs that I already had with Tony, you know what I mean? And I was like, let me just do new versions of those songs, you know what I mean? And
right.
it didn't go over well, you know. No matter how long me, Q, and the rest of the guys talked about it, it didn't go over well, me going on and do my own thing. So they sat me down in the studio when I thought we was gonna record my joint. And you know, the thing that started in my house, you know, they were like, yo, D, you're gonna have to go and do your own thing. And I was like,
they didn't treat you like David Ruffin, did they?
bro, I don't even know David Ruffin's story, but I got roughened. Yeah. They sat down, they looked at me in the face, and they were like, yo, bro, you know, like, just do your own thing, you know, because they, you know, they thought I was gonna leave. Like, they thought I would record the music and then just forget about the Arsonist. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just want to tell you guys that with all the love in the world that I have for Q Unique and Kinetic, who is in here, these are how it happened. You know, these are true stories that you know, I feel it's necessary to share the story, because I'm sure there was hip hop heads who were like, why, that shit was going so good, they looked like dudes who were having a blast.
Right.
And that was it, man. That was it. I had to that was it. Like, I was done. I went on my own, and I started, you know, doing crack. I started performing oral sex on homeless women. But yes, I connected with, you know, I started going back out there the same way I did, you know, to build up the Arsonist name, and before, when I was with Tony. And then I kind of found my footing. And then the record label Matador was like, you know, what's up? And I'm like, I'm about to go to Raucous. And they're like, you can't go to Raucous. And I'm like, why? So they had a first right of refusal. So that means it's either that I have to sign with them, with Matador as a solo artist, or they have to make the decision if I can go to Raucous. And then I ended up releasing some music, some 12 inches with them. But act like you know what you're doing. What's your question, bro?
Let me act like I know what I'm doing. So you had touched on the solo career a little bit. Did anything materialize at the end of the day for the solo career?
So, yeah, I ended up, you know, one of my songs was in the 24 TV show with Keith Sutherland. I got like the single of the month on Hip Hop Connection in London. I ended up doing the same thing I did with the Arsonists, going on tour off these 12 inches. And what happened was Rock Raider, Rob Swift, and Total Eclipse was like, yo, we need an MC. So they brought me in tour as their MC. And bro, it was really amazing from there on, because, you know, we were doing this tour. You know, we
Right.
were doing this one. We did we were doing we did an MTV this wonderful thing with Aerosmith. We did the X Games run. We did a summer jam thing with these rock bands. Like, it was a whole other level of touring that even you know, Q knows now, because he works with Korn. So, you know, that's like, so it went from Tony Touch, like paying those dues, Arsonist, Independent. Then we got a little bit of, you know, got a little bit things going on, and then next thing you know, Execution is, I'm their hype man at that moment. I'm not on some MC shit. I had my 12 inches. They'll let me perform on, but I was telling Matador, like, bro, I'm keeping myself on tour right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was. And then when we did the Anger Management tour, we did like back-to-back touring, with the Executioners. And then Matador was like, we can't afford to promote you the way, you know, everybody else is being promoted on Eminem's tour. And I knew that, you know, but I was like, yo, just start doing stickers, posters, send me vinyl. I'll go to all the record stores. I'll do in stores. You know, I'm trying to be proactive the same way I was with the Arsonists. I mean, there was some times when we tour in Europe and we'll have dinner with a promoter, and the promoter be sad, and we'll be like, yo, what's wrong? It's like, oh, nobody's talking about the show. And I'd be like, yeah, I came up giving out flyers for clubs. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I told the promoter, yo, give us all the flyers. Tell us where the popping neighborhood is out here. And me and the guys, we would just go throughout Europe, wherever it was, those cities, give out flyers like we were the promoters.
Right.
And then it'd be a sold out night, you know, but you have to put that work in. And we was putting that work in. And I did the same work ethic with Arsonists, but it was with myself. But it was a point where Matador was like, we're an independent record label, bro. We can't compete with Interscope,
Right.
you know? So, and I understood that, but I had to stay on tour and keep doing my thing. So, you know, it's like a girl that you're in a relationship with, but you don't really want to tell her, let's break up. You just kind of be like, I'm calling her less and less. You know, I'm not responding to that, but they know that I'm on tour. So it's not like I'm just being, you know, I'm living the dream under the umbrella of being an artist, kind of hoping that they pick up and realize, bro, I'm with Eminem. You know what I mean? But, you know, it was cool. And I, you know, next question, because I don't want to do your
It's all
interview.
good. We got about 10 minutes before we get out of here. In 2018, you got back with the group. What was that chemistry like?
It was absolutely no chemistry. It was I was trying to do alongside Q Unique and the guys. We were trying to do like a kind of like an anniversary type situation, and that fell through because there wasn't a lot of unity at that moment. I ended up getting everybody to redo their shout outs. Q sent the music again. Like, we went through the process, like a new version of the process. And then like 8 years, we got offered something that I went out and I fetched. Like, I went hard trying to shop this thing. And then we did everything, the artwork and everything with this company, and they stopped responding. And it was like, what? And I felt bad because I put the guys through this whole, like, kind of getting hype. We even took photo shoots and everything. Like, we were like, it's gonna happen again, guys.
Right.
And then when I got another company to do it, I wanted to surprise the guys this time, because we all knew it wasn't no money in it. It was more like just keeping the legacy alive, and that's important, right? So me and Q, we've always been close for a long time. He knew what was going on, and we was making these plans on what to do. And when it happened, when it released, I was doing the Super Bowl. I think I was doing the Super Bowl in Minneapolis that day, and I thought it was gonna surprise the guys. And they're 8 years of waiting, and then they were like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "It's the thing you gave shout outs for 8 years ago." But they were kind of thrown for a loop for that. And once again the issues continued of like so to this day I still speak to them. I still love them. They're natural supporters of what I do, and would show off your gems. And I had a web series on Univision, and Q was on board as a writer and a cameraman, and he helped me a lot. Freestyle, somebody who I talk to a lot. We did a couple of dates in 2010, like a while ago, with Ill Bill that Q was a part of, or was to be a part of. And then quite recently with Beat Nuts, Afu Ra, and some other great J. Ruda Damager. We did, and Farside, we did a Colombia run. That was last year, right after me doing 3 months in Peru, hosting basketball games for the Pan American Games.
Nice.
But yeah, bro, life's been amazing. So I went from, all of that. So I think I stopped at Executioners. Then I started working with Mary Ben-Ari, the hip hop violinist who's on the Kanye West records. And I was on tour with her doing like bigger things. And then I got connected with NBA, and then from NBA, it was NFL, it was Red Bull, and all these other bigger entities who was down to be involved with what I had to offer. I was on Sirius XM, busting my butt there, and beautiful people like Mary was with pillars who made me stand taller because they were just supportive of just everyone trying to succeed, and do their thing.
No doubt. Can you tell us about your show, Show Off Your Gems? How's that experience been for you?
It's been difficult. So it's a show called Show Off Your Gems, where everybody takes in a pet. If you guys have a homeless pet, you take it in. And then if you want to show a pet that you've raised and you've got off drugs, show them off. Nah, this show has been great. It's been amazing today. As you know, this is 75th episode was today. This is your 70th.
Yes, sir.
It's been fun, man. I've been doing this thing. It came about with me and Crazy Legs going live one day, and I was like, man, I think I should do this shit for real. And the show that I had Q Unique on board with, I went to Ice-T's house, and he had all this memorabilia in his house. And I was like, yo, we should do a show about his collection. And the producers was like, nobody's going to care about that.
Wow.
So then next thing you know, I started doing it here, and it's been a ride. It's been wonderful. Got a lot of great guests, build a beautiful community. Like I see you have a great community here as well. And just positive vibes, man. Chip Fu, you're a beautiful person I'd like to have on the show. But to let you guys know, like, it's all good energy. If anybody starts talking about anything negative, I kind of like curve it, because I just want everything to be good energy, bro. I treat it as this is escapism. It saved me from the anxiety I had. You know what I mean? So I know it could be escapism for our community as well. So,
right. What can we expect from you in the future?
Well, I am trying to do a non-GMO crack. If I can get a cleaner crack in the air, organic LSD. What up, kid? How you doing? I want you as a guest, kid. I love you. But yes, in the future, making people smile, bro. Making people smile. Listen, in our community, life is hard, bro.
Yes,
we got a lot of crazy things stored in here.
Absolutely.
But to be in the hood, to be on that stoop, to be funny and all that, make, killers laugh and smile, it's a gem. It's a true gem. So I just want people smiling. See, I see your teeth. I see your teeth right there, So it's very important, man. It's a very great thing. And because I'm getting go. We're good? We down to the last second or what?
Yeah, we got about 4 minutes. We need that harmonica. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, so
Hey,
4 minutes. Let's go. Hit
yeah,
me.
man. I appreciate everything you're doing, man. You're definitely an inspiration for me daily. You know, like I said, just keep doing your thing. Where can the people find you at social media wise to keep up with you?
They could find me at Pornhub on. Nah, man, they could unfollow me, man. My name on Instagram is Madlib at Madlib.
You're Mad Lib. You're the man behind all the great beats.
A curse on you. Yes. So yes, I am Destroy at IDSTROY on Instagram, on Black Planet. I am on every platform that's out there. Come and join me, have a blast, and let's just have a good time. So everybody is welcome to come on at the end of the show to show off some gems or during the show. So that's it. Keep doing your thing, and I'm happy that because I send you little notes, and I want you to
Absolutely. Absolutely.
succeed
I
and have a
appreciate
good
that.
day, and take care about what it is that you do,
Absolutely.
because it's important that we keep the quality good. Like I understand
Right.
that there's a lot of people out here who do numbers who are just popular people, but they're not
Right.
really good at like coming across with interviews and stuff. But
Right.
just keep doing it and keep pushing for our culture because we need more
Appreciate you.
like you.
Who do you have coming up tomorrow?
Tomorrow, there's this drug addict, fam,
Oh,
alcoholic
snap.
chick. I lost
Oh,
my
snap.
virginity to her, and she's gonna talk about it. She used to be a police officer back in the days, and then she got hooked on that thing. Yo, listen, if anybody in here smiled and had a good time, I love you. Keep doing your thing. Keep drinking Lysol disinfectant spray. What's up, Jeffo?
Absolutely.
But yes, be great. You got your seconds count down yet? Your
Yeah, I
minutes?
got about a minute 15. I'm gonna go ahead and plug. I got I got Domino from the Hieroglyphics on tomorrow. I've got Let's Take a Second to Think Back with my man DITC. I've got the Almighty M80 on Thursday, and then I'm gonna take a break on Friday. What about you, my man?
Me, I'm going to make love to every pit bull on the street. I love you guys. Yo,
Thank you so
Sin-seer,
much.
I love you.